Hey everyone, this is Matt from the GenXplainers podcast, and I just wanted to give you a quick message in the spirit of Thanksgiving, which we're celebrating here in the US where I am. I want to say thank you to all subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you for watching. We're going to keep making these, and I hope you keep enjoying them. And if you do tune in and if you do like what you see, definitely like and definitely subscribe to the channel. And yeah, keep commenting too. I love getting comments, which I try to at least react to most of them. And for sure in the comments, please, if you have some suggestions about what you might want to cover, or what types of videos you like the most. Do you like the perfect song the most because they're kind of short and sweet? Or do you like some of the more in-depth stuff we do, ranking a band's albums, or even hitting some of the movie stuff we do? I don't know. If you get a chance and you have the inclination, just throw some comment in there, some general comments about what you want to see, and we'll try to do more of that if we get enough requests for it. But again, thank you so much. We really do appreciate people tuning in and subscribing, and let's go ahead and get on with the show. Thanks. Hello and welcome to the GenXplainers podcast, The Perfect Song. And today's song is California Love, Tupac. And this song was nominated by Alan. So Alan, do take it away and tell us a little bit about this.
I will. So California Love, first of all, there are multiple versions of this song. And just to be upfront about it, we are talking about the version on the Tupac album, All Eyes on Me.
Hey, Matt here, with a quick note. Sorry to interrupt. The different versions of this song is a little confusing, so I just wanted to pop in here and do a little clarification. The original version that they recorded is not the version that is on the album All Eyes on Me. That version is the version that it's called the original version, and it incorporates a sample from a Joe Cocker song called Woman to Woman. The version that is on All Eyes on Me is a remix, which I understand is an uncredited remix from a producer named Laylaw. This is a Wikipedia thing. That's where I'm getting my info on this. But it was a remix that wasn't really credited correctly. It was credited to Dre. And I think that might have been a little bit of a bone of contention between Tupac and Dre. But that version, the remix version, is the one that wound up on All Eyes on Me. And that one has a sample from a song called Intimate Connection by the band Clear. And that one's more of a bass line. They're pretty similar, but that is the difference. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Let's get back to the show.
The song came about in 1995. Tupac had just got out of prison, I believe, and was hanging out with Dr. Dre, which of course you would if you can. Why wouldn't you? And Roger Troutman and Dre had been putting together a track, and Tupac heard it and said, I want in on this. And they created this version together, and it came out on All Eyes on Me. It's usually thought of as a Tupac song, which I think is kind of interesting, because it really didn't start out as one, and it really is, I think, a fabulous blend of all three of those artists. I nominated it because I'll go into now my personal reactions to it. I nominated it because, as I said, it is a great blend of three great artists. It has got a booty shaking beat to it. As a friend of mine says, like, if you've never heard this song, your body already knows it. Like you just can't not move when you hear it. And it starts off with that great, Roger Troutman loved that talking box vocal thing that he does.
Yeah.
And here he is basically, I guess you'd call it sampling, but it's not like a digital sample. It's taken the whole, California Knows How to Party. That's taken from, I think Ronnie Hudson, West Coast Pop Block is the song, which is also a fantastic song. Great funk song from like 1982. But he's doing it through that talk box. You've got this great beat. Dre comes in with, welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. And all throughout the song, later Tupac comes in with his rhymes. But all throughout the chorus, all throughout the little fills, Roger Troutman is on that talk box, just fill it in, little sounds, little shake it, baby, shake it. And it's so good. When we nominate songs and share them with each other, like, oh, let's talk about this one on the podcast, I always play those songs for my kids. And sometimes I ask to get like a reaction because, for them, the history of music is flat. Everything that came out before, 2015 is all the same. I mentioned that we were the reason I was playing it for him is because we were doing it for our Perfect Song podcast. And my daughter said, yeah, that's because this is the perfect song of all time. So still affects people who had never heard it, today in 2023. So that's my spiel, my reaction. Please, since I'm speaking, I'm going to nominate the next person because it's a power play. And I would like to know what Matt thinks of it.
All right. Well, I may have heard it peripherally prior to this, but I didn't remember it. So this was sort of my first listen. Again, elements to it were familiar, but this is my first time I sat down and listened to it. And like you said, it's just completely a groove. And again, it's an evocative song. I feel like I'm driving down a boulevard in LA in sunset, and it just totally puts you there. And again, like you mentioned, I love the talk box stuff, and the flange stuff is really fun. But the production, the stuff that's put in sort of, it's just tucked in there. It's not like trying to be in your face about it. Look how cool this thing is. It's just back there. And if you're just sitting there listening to it, there's like a little, a triangle or a bell going ding, 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 ding at certain parts, and then it kind of moves to the next. It's very subtle. There's a ton of it, and it's all great.
We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass him be. The state where you never find a dance floor empty and pimp speed. On a mission for them greens. Lean, mean, money making machines, serving fiends. I've been in the game.
And it all just adds to this feeling of, and the song itself adds to the feeling of the song being celebrating this California lifestyle. And it feels like the California lifestyle. And so on that level, it works perfectly too. Really, the groove is sort of in there the whole time, very funky, and it does capture it really well. And I'll throw it to Mike now on that.
Yeah, well, I heard it and sat down and listened to it for the first time this week. Wasn't really familiar with it before. And I agree with what you guys have said already. It's this, and also I do picture Alan telling me "shake your ass." So that's one thing that I will say that I pictured when I was listening to it on a daily basis. And it's one thing this week that I pictured over and over again. Alan looking at me, it's like, Mike, shake your ass.
I feel like that's a different podcast.
But I did want to say that you were saying how the original version was not available. I looked it up, and it is available on Tupac's Greatest Hits LP and the UK version of All Eyes on Me. So.
Okay.
From Dre, let me serenade the streets of LA. From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down. Cali is where they put they Mac down. Give me love.
And it is something that, again, I listened to it for the first time, and I felt like, yeah, I could see that whole driving down the road, and you listen to it bumping it up, and the bass really loud, and it's something that really got me thinking and feeling, and that's the thing about these songs, that if something can make you feel a certain way, it's actually pretty great, you know.
And another reason I like this song a lot. I know that the period this came out. When did this come out, Al? Did you say when it came out?
95.
Yeah, mid 90s. It was during the whole gangster rap sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I lost some interest in rap at that point. I'm a big, like, old school Run DMC type rap guy, and that kind of Rick Rubin feel and people who could actually rhyme on the beat. I'm a structure guy, Al.
You are. You very much are.
And
Dude, you be illin'.
See, that's awesome. But like the LA style of being a little more loose, and laid back and, well, quite frankly, high. But a lot of it also was a lot of the rap of the time. It was like, okay, this is a good rap song, but I don't want to hear about people killing each other because of some kind of silly East Coast, West Coast rivalry. I mean, to me, that's a negative side of the genre. This is a celebratory song. There's not a lot of that in here. It's about like a vibe and a feel and celebrating and calling out, I guess, California, areas of California, but like, it's a positive song. I guess that's what I'm getting at. I like that about it too. It's not that I don't like songs that discuss and have violent content or talk about shooting people or whatever, but I think as I've gotten older, I've been like, I worry about like how that, what the ramifications are in the real world.
I certainly hope that you stop watching all old John Woo movies because of
right.
the glorification.
I don't
of
like the violence. Hey, let's watch Face Off.
Let's watch Hard Boiled.
Again, that's a whole issue about, you should be able to sing about and rap about anything you want, obviously. But
yeah, I actually think there's some allusions to violence and guns in this song. And I would also, I think you like the movies of Quentin Tarantino, which I think are pretty often violent. As a matter of fact, always violent.
Yeah.
But do they glorify it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They revel in it, I think.
John Woo movies are a ballet of violence.
That's right.
So that might be something you might want to explore. Why in the one case you don't like it, in the other case you do. But
well, like I said, at the time it was because I didn't like the rap style.
Yeah, that's true.
And I thought that some of the more controversial songs by, I don't know, Ice-T or whatever, or I'm blanking.
Body Count.
Yeah. I have no problem with them singing that. I mean, I understand what the song is about. And I think as I got older, and now I'm always like worried about my daughter's going to see and hear.
Of course. Well,
I think I react to that. But that's just,
I do want to point out that I was at Lollapalooza with you and you yelled out, "Yo, Ice."
I did. And he came over and he told us his new album was dropping next week. And I said,
but
cool,
you said, yo, Ice.
Hey, man, that's his name.
That's his name. It is.
It's his name. What do you want me to say?
If Vanilla Ice had been there, he'd said, "Yo, Vanilla."
Yo, Vanilla. Exactly. Yo, Vanilla. I would never have said that, though. I'd be like, oh, God. Look at this guy.
What would you do if both Ice-T and Ice Cube were there? You'd have to use their full names.
Oof. Well, Ice Cube goes by Cube.
That's true. No.
There you go.
Okay.
That's fair.
Good point.
Yeah. Yo, Cube. Ice. Yes, it's still weird, though.
We hope you're enjoying this GenXplainers podcast. Remember to find us and follow us on social media. Give us a like, a follow, or support us on Patreon. and we'd much appreciate a 5-star rating on the podcast platform of your choice. Now, let's get back to the show.
Sacramento, where you at? Throw it up, y'all. Throw it up. Throw it up. I can't see ya.
So, yeah, we'll ask the question.
All right. Is it a perfect song? I say emphatically it is a perfect song. Obviously, I nominated it, but I think it's a funky beat that is unstoppable and unkillable, and I love it. And all, like you said, those little flourishes, Matt, stuff that's like, I maybe didn't even hear those like the first 20 times I listened to that song. But the more you go in, the more you're like, damn, there's a lot of good shit in here.
Yeah, a lot of layers.
I know I'm not supposed to swear, but I did because it was so good.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
I would say it's perfect with conditions. Or it's perfect in a certain context, or it's perfect in the way that it brings you to a place. And it's perfect for a situation of chilling in California. Or anywhere. You can chill anywhere to this, and it brings you there. That's the thing. And it is a groove. I can't not move my body, like you had said, Al. You just. So I would say, it's just almost there, but not quite, because I have a blind spot for some of this 90s hip hop rap stuff. I feel like there might be. Well, that's not really fair to me to do, because it's not anyone's fault that I have that blind spot. But I'm just gonna have to go with it's really, really good. That's what I'm gonna go for.
Okay.
And no, I'm gonna say that my blind spot is probably even larger to this. So I really like the song a lot. So I'm gonna refrain from judging it based on a perfect song or not, only because of the fact that I don't know.
You can't abstain. You can't refrain. You got
you son of a. So I think it was a great song to listen to, but I want to listen to it more. And that's a good thing that it makes me want to listen to it more. Can I call it a perfect song? I can't. And I just, again, like you said, it's not the song, it's me. It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's me.
So wait, are you breaking up with the song?
I can't handle the pressure the song puts on me anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if I can call it a perfect song. This is one of those songs that I just don't know until I've heard it more times. But again, listening to it for the first time this week, I really like it a lot. I just don't know about the perfect song. So,
okay, well, there you go. Close but no cigar for us, but Al, you think it is, and that's good. Why don't you judge for yourself? Quit listening to us. The hell are you doing even listening to this podcast?
Both of you, stop.
That's right. So get out there. If you haven't heard it, check it out, California Love. Whatever
And
version.
Also check out the West Coast Pop Lock by Ronnie Hudson.
Ronnie Hudson, West Coast Pop Lock. Yeah, check it out. And we look forward to seeing you again real soon. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this GenXplainers podcast. Follow us on Instagram and friend us on Facebook. Just search for GenXplainers and find us on Patreon, where you can support the channel and gain access to extended cuts of the podcast as well as exclusive bonus content. See you next time.